Hey friends, today's video we're going to go over the 8 things that a narcissist does when you go no contact. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Elizabeth and I am a certified transformational life coach. I was a victim of a toxic 15-year narcissistic relationship, turned survivor, turned thriver, and I help my clients do the same for them at an accelerated pace so that you heal and you can live a beautiful life. So the first thing that a narcissist does when you go no contact, and let me tell you first that this is the best thing that you can ever do to a narcissist, because it really damages them to the core, and that is the worst thing you can possibly do to them. So the first thing that they will do is pursue a new victim. So for me, I was in the relationship with the narcissist, I was the wife, and of course, right after me, and actually years before I even went no contact with the narcissist, he already had another woman. So narcissists have a supply that has to be filled at all times. And of course, through our 15-year relationship, there were ups, there were downs. And of course, when I wasn't filling that supply, guess what the narcissist was doing? He was getting that supply filled from somebody else. So say him and I had an argument of some sort, he would go to the other woman, or sometimes there are men as well that will fill their supply. And I'm not talking in a sexual way, but just get that fill of empowerment that a narcissist needs to be able to thrive. So right after you go no contact with them, because they have no emotional fill that they can fill themselves, they need to find someone else to do it for them. They will pursue another victim or go running to possibly somebody that they've already had while they were with you. So of course, that is what mine did. I already knew, like I said, he had another woman. He's probably been with her disgustingly for years while we were married, but that's a whole nother topic. So they will find somebody to fill that supply. A lot of women complain, oh, how could he have moved on so quickly? And that's because he needs that supply filled. That's all they know how to do. So they will move on quickly and someone will fill it for them. There will be another woman that's beautiful, kind, and a giver just like you. And it's not her fault. She's been manipulated as well, just like you were. And that woman will fill that supply. All right, so the second thing that a narcissist will do when you go no contact is they will act as if they do not care. So 100% the narcissist that I was with, he paid no mind to it and act like it wasn't a big deal. And to be honest, I had left him several times before. So I'm sure him thinking like, okay, this is another breakup, but we'll be back together. This is just temporary. She's moved out and she's left with the kids before and I reeled her back in. So of course he's gonna think the same thing, because it's usually what happens in these relationships. You break up, you get back, you break up, you get back. There's a whole cycle. So they're gonna act like they don't care. If you've gone silent on them, they're gonna go silent on you, because they know who you are. They know you are a nice, kind person, a giver, an empath who is going to reach out to them first. That was always the case for our relationship. I was always the one to like apologize first and reach out first, and you just feel bad. You feel bad for any person because you don't think what's really going on in the inside. But a narcissist does not have a heart. They do not have feelings. They do not have an emotion. So they're going to act like they don't care. They know you because you are a magnet to them, will call on them first. So please be strong and keep it no contact, because that is just going to eat at them more and more. You think it's eating at you. It's going to eat at them a lot more if you stay strictly no contact. All right, so number 3, what a narcissist is going to do, they're going to stalk you. So whether or not you are on social media, they're on social media. So my ex-husband was not on social media, but his friends were. And best believe he had his friends logging on to check and see what I was doing, where I was going, who I was hanging out with. So I really stopped social media for a while after we had broken up. And this was just a year ago. And I knew his friends would be looking and seeing what I was doing, I started unfriending a lot of his friends that I knew that he was already like this with. They were going to take his side. So there was no reason for me to stay friends with them on Facebook for them to be able to see what was going on. So I unfriended them, blocked them, and just put them out of your life. And don't stalk your ex narcissist, because that will eat at you. Let them stalk you because you want them to suffer, not yourself. All right, so number 4, what a narcissist is going to try to do when you go no contact. And I'm just looking down at some notes so I can keep my my mind going. So they're going to try to destroy you and try to get a reaction. And in my story, this was definitely the case. When I left the final time, he came into the house with a friend of his, and we had cameras because we have kids. And I caught him and his friend just on the audio. I didn't get any video of them stealing my jewelry. They were talking about filing a fraudulent insurance claim with the jewelry. So guys, these were like high ticket items. My Rolex was gone. Some really, really expensive gems were gone. Jewelry, rings, everything was taken. Nothing I could do about it because we were married, so that was joint property, but they will try to destroy you. They're looking for a reaction. And best believe I was angry at the time. Nothing I could do just because I went the legal route and I tried to file, and of course I was told there's nothing I could do because it was joint property because we were married. That may not be the case. It just depends on your particular situation. Also trying to destroy you. He's going to try to destroy, he or she is going to just try to destroy you among his friends. So go ahead and let it go, because best believe he is going to ensure that his friends stay on his side and do not take your side. There is absolutely no reason for you trying to call up his friends and defend yourself. Not his friends, not his family. These are all flying monkeys that will take his side no matter what. You will waste your precious energy trying to fight those battles. There's no reason to reach out. He's going to say that you were the bad person in a situation. Just let it go. Let it go. You have your life to handle at this part. You have healing to do. This is not your battle. Let whatever is happening on that side of things happen. Keep it no contact. All right, so number 5, what he'll probably try to do is to manipulate you. Definitely the case. Every time I left, he manipulated me. He reeled me back in. Some really disgusting tactics that he used. One time, when I left, we only had 3 children at the time. Now we have 4. He actually confessed that he had an alcohol problem. He went to AA. He got admitted to the hospital for like his PTSD because he's a war veteran. And hats off to war veterans. I am one. And he faked all these symptoms to say like his PTSD was acting up and he was depressed and he was suicidal that night. And I find it really disgusting that he did that because he falsely manipulated me. There are people, even myself, that have struggled with suicide. So for him to pretend and fake that he was suicidal to win me over, and it worked, because I didn't know at the time that that was a manipulation tactic that he was using. So yeah, it's just really disgusting. It hurts me to my heart because I do have family members and, like I said, friends and other veterans who I serve with that have been suicidal. And he knew that would pull at me because he knew those situations about me and how I felt about those situations. And he used that after years of us being together. He was like, oh, I'm not weak. I would never be suicidal. How disgusting is that, that he like left a knife in his closet that I had to come home to, saying that he tried to kill himself because he missed his family. Now fast forward to like a year later, we were back together because it worked. And I brought up the situation like, this happened because you missed us and now you don't miss us. And he was like, no, I didn't do that because of you, blah, 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 acting like it was no big deal. So they will do anything. They will stoop to the lowest of lows to win you back. Again, stay no contact. Don't go back like I did. All right, number 6, they will steal, cheat, and lie. And that kind of goes back to everything that I've already talked about. He stole from me. He actually stole my vehicle as well, just because I would have to track him down to get it back. I would have to break no contact to get it back. Well, luckily, and this is for a whole nother video, I was able to get my car back. It was a lot of drama because, again, joint property, we were married, but there was a workaround that I found, and I was able to get my vehicle back without contacting him. So it actually worked. And again, they'll lie to friends. They're going to cheat, lie, and steal. They're going to do everything to break that no contact to get you to pay attention to them. Number 7, if you have children, they're going to use your children against you. He does this all the time. The kids will video chat him, and he'll say, hey, tell your mommy I love her. And not only is that disgusting that I have to hear that, because I know you don't love me. I know what love is now that I have healed. I know what love is, and there's no way what you've done to me that you could say you possibly love me. So not only is it wrong in that regard, but it's also disgusting because my children are hearing that. So my children are hearing, oh, daddy loves mommy, but it's mommy's fault because mommy doesn't love daddy. So now I look like the bad guy, and they will absolutely manipulate you and the children to get you to break no contact. And I did at one point, because I had just had it, I broke no contact through the video, and I said, we will hang up this call if you say those things again, and that's not a place to say it. Well, he said he would stop, and of course the very next video he said the exact same thing. And so it just doesn't matter. Don't waste your breath, my energy. I was depleted the rest of the day, if not for days after, right? So you don't want to do that. You don't want to engage with that. Don't break no contact. You can't tell them anything. Like, there's nothing you can say for them to listen to you. So it's just not worth it. All right. Number 8, they're going to spiral out of control. So I'm sure he's drinking again, even though he was sober for 3 years. He's tried different drugs. I know he was doing marijuana right before I left, and that was one of the biggest problems because we have kids and it was in the house. But also he wasn't coming home chill. So when he had it in his system, I was like, this is not just marijuana. You would be relaxed and everything would be rainbows and butterflies, right? But absolutely not. I'm sure it was hooked up with something else, mixed with something. So many bad things, and karma is real. I don't wish it on anybody. I don't mess with karma myself because it's scary. But so many bad things happened to him, just with family members and sicknesses and hospitalizations, car accident. I think he's had 4 car accidents in the past year. He's gotten beat up on the street, and I don't know how to explain this to my children. It's not the place right now because they are young, but they will just spiral out of control. So know that these are not your battles. It is not your fault these things are happening to this person. They are a narcissist. Stay no contact and be strong. I know it's hard. So I hope that you guys found these rules for staying no contact and how a narcissist will react. I hope you found all this helpful. I hope sharing my journey has really helped you guys see how it might relate to your own. Now we do have some programs and some freebies coming up, so make sure you subscribe to my channel, like us, and hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified at all times. If you are comfortable commenting, because this is a public platform, maybe you're not comfortable writing anything, you can always email me, but just comment below if there's something that you have noticed when you've gone no contact, and maybe you can help somebody else out that is on this platform. So, all right guys, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in another video. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.